Today's podcast is brought to you by Quantrix Modeler Introductory Training, teaching the fundamental foundation that you need to become a Quantrix master. Go to quantrixauthority.com to learn more. Hey, welcome back to another netcast. I'm Rich Lopez, Quantrix Authority. Fantastic that you joined me today for episode number 187, Variance Between Two Variable Time Periods. This is in response to a question I received at YouTube on one of my videos, episode number 184. Todd has this question. He says, I'd like to use this logic that I demonstrated in episode 184 to generate a report where I compare a specific period to another period. I'd like to create a matrix with elements of month 1, month 2, and variance. The months would be based off the input tab by the user to determine the months they would want to compare. Let me know if you want more details or a better explanation of what I'm trying to say. Well, Todd, I like to think I understand what you're saying, so I've got a sample data set here that has sales by month and by year and by region. And then there's an input matrix that has a place for month 1 and month 2. Okay, and what you want to do is you want to be able to select any month 1 through 12 and any month here 1 through 12, and in theory this one needs to be greater than that one, and you want to calculate the variance between the two. Okay, I guess it doesn't have to be between, but anyway, you want to calculate the variance between the two. So what I would go ahead and do, I would simply create another matrix here, and I'm going to bring it down here, and we'll call this matrix, I don't know, the variance matrix. So we'll rename it and call it variance. We'll just call it variance. And then what we want to say is we would say input month 1 sales, and then input month 2 sales, and then the variance. And the variance is equal to month 1 less month 2, and we're just going to rename E values here, if you will. And then what happens is I would go ahead and it's a simple sum with a using as, and I'd say, well, my values here are equal to the sum of sales here using month, if this is for number 1, it's the month 1 as month here. Go ahead and hit enter, and then for month 2, I'm going to actually move this over here. I think it's going to give me just a little bit more real estate. So then I would go month 2, and I would say equals sum of sales, double colon sales, because I'm going out to the sales matrix, and I want to say using items as category this month 2 as month over here. I go ahead and I'll hit enter. I'm going to format those values. And then what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to verify this and say, well, does month 6 do my values equal 65,411? I'm going to go out here and sum this, and sure enough, I get 65,411 as seen right there, if it would work correctly. 65,411, as you can see right here. And then if I were to look at month 12, and indeed I see 87,440. That is what I'm seeing here. So again, if I were to toggle these and say I want to see the difference between month 6 and 7, it goes ahead and it updates for me automatically. Maybe I wanted month 2, bam, it updates for me. So that's how I would do it, Todd, in this simple example. I hope that's kind of what you're after. If not, please respond to me and let me know that you'd like to see something else. As far as a bonus goes, this is the beauty of Quantrix, really, in the fact that, let's say I didn't want to see this aggregated by across the year, right? Let's say I wanted to see each year individual. Well, how could I do that in Quantrix? It's really simple. All I would need to do is drag order year over to here. You can see that it links. That's what this arrow means here. It goes ahead and links, and then it is just fantastic in the fact that period 2, if I go ahead and I were to look at period 2, so I throw order year up here on my filter tray. Actually, yes, for 2012, I go ahead and I sum those values. I get 1415. That's exactly what I'm getting here. For period 7, I am getting 36,299. That's exactly what I'm getting here, and so on and so forth. Each one of these will calculate perfectly. I didn't have to rewrite the formulas or anything. I simply had to drag and drop the categories and make them linked, and I've got it. And again, if I wanted to change this, man, I could just change it like that, and it gives me the correct numbers. Anyway, that's a little bonus for you. Really, the power of Quantrix. It is awesome. It enables scale and complexity, and I hope you find joy in it as much as I do. If you have any questions about Quantrix, I do hope that you'll reach out to me at quantrixauthority@gmail.com. I also hope that you'll go and check out my website that I've got up. It's called Quantrix Authority. Anyway, I hope you'll join me again for another episode of Quantrix Authority with Rich Lopez, because I want to make you a Quantrix master.